Happy morning, children. Today we are going to study our new chapter, chapter 7, fractions. What do you mean by fraction? A fraction is a number representing part of a whole. A fraction is a number representing part of a whole. The whole may be a single object or a group of objects. The parts have to be equal. Consider an example. One rectangular block is given here and it is divided into 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 equal parts. And out of these 4 parts, one part is shaded. We can represent it mathematically as 1 by 4. That means one part out of 4 parts. 1 by 4. And it is a fraction. This is an example of a fraction. Consider the second figure. How many parts are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 equal parts are there. Out of these 5 parts, 2 parts are shaded and we can represent it mathematically 2 by 5. That means 2 parts are shaded out of 5 parts. Then consider the next one. How many parts are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 parts are there. Out of these 8 parts, one part is shaded and we can represent it as 1 by 8. So 1 by 4, 2 by 5, 1 by 8, etc. are examples of fractions. Now consider the number 5 by 12. 5 by 12. It is also a fraction. Then total 12 parts are there. Out of 12 parts, 5 parts are shaded. 5 by 12. Then what is the numerator? The number above this line is known as numerator. And number below line is known as denominator. What is the numerator? 5. Then what is the denominator? 12. Consider the second fraction, 3 by 7. 3 by 7. Then what is the numerator? 3 is the numerator. What is the denominator? 7 is the denominator. Now we can go through some questions. First one, what fraction of a day is 8 hours? What fraction of a day is 8 hours? We know that 1 day is equal to 24 hours. We have to find what fraction of a day is 8 hours. The fraction of 8 hours in a day is equal to 8 hours by 24 hours. So what is the fraction? 8 hours by 24 hours. This will cancel then. 8 by 24 is the fraction. 8 out of 24. Then we can simplify this fraction to its lowest term. 8 by 24 we can simplify this fraction to its lowest term. For that we have to divide both numerator and denominator by same number. That means we know that 8 is divisible by 2. 24 also divisible by 2. We studied divisibility test. 8 is divisible by 2. 24 also divisible by 2. What is 8 by 2? 8 by 2 is 4. What is 24 by 2? 24 by 2 is 12. Then again 4 is divisible by 2. 12 is also divisible by 2. Again we can divide it 4 by 2 and 12 by 2. 4 by 2 is 2. Then 12 by 2 is 6. Again 2 is divisible by 2. 6 also divisible by 2. So we can divide 2 by 2 and 6 by 2. 2 by 2 is 1 and 6 by 2 is 3. So 1 by 3 is the required fraction. 1 by 3. No need to do this much steps. We know that 8 by 24 is the fraction. Then 8 is divisible by 8. 24 also divisible by 8. What is 8 by 8? 8 by 8 is 1. Then 24 by 8 is 3. So no need to do this much steps. From here itself we will get the lowest form. Next question. What fraction of an hour is 40 minutes? What fraction of an hour is 40 minutes? We know that 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes. We have to find the fraction of 40 minutes of an hour. So, that is equal to 40 minutes by 60 minutes. Then what is the fraction? This and this will be cancelled. So 40 by 60. We can cancel this 0. Then 4 by 6. 4 by 6. Then we can convert this fraction to its lowest term. 4 is divisible by 2. 6 is also divisible by 2. Then 4 by 2 is 2. Then 6 by 2 is 3. 2 by 3. There is no other common divisors. So 2 by 3 is the lowest term. The answer is 2 by 3. Next question. Write the natural numbers from 2 to 12. What fraction of them are prime numbers? Natural numbers from 2 to 12. First we have to list the natural numbers from 2 to 12. Which are the natural numbers? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Natural numbers from 2 to 12. Then what is the next step? What fraction of them are prime numbers? So we have to list prime numbers from 2 to 12. Prime numbers from 2 to 12. Which are the prime numbers from 2 to 12? 2, then 3, then 5, 7, 11. 2, 3, 5, 7, 11 are the natural numbers from 2 to 12. Now we have to find the fraction. So we have to find number of natural numbers from 2 to 12. How many natural numbers are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So total number of natural numbers from 2 to 12 is 11. Then what is the number of prime numbers from 2 to 12? Number of prime numbers from 2 to 12 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. We have to find the fraction. Then what is the fraction? 5 by 11. That means number of prime numbers from 2 to 12 by total number of natural numbers from 2 to 12. That is 11. 5 by 11 is the required fraction. Next question. What fraction of these circles have x's in them? We have to find the fraction of circles with x. So that first we have to find total number of circles. How many circles are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So total number of circles is 8. Then next we have to find number of circles with the x. How many circles are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. So the number of circles with x is 4. Now we have to find fraction. Fraction means fraction of circles with the x. That means 4 out of 8. 4 by 8. Then we can simplify this fraction to its lowest term. 4 is divisible by 4. 8 is also divisible by 4. 4 by 4 is 1. 8 by 4 is 2. So 1 by 2 is the answer. Next topic, fraction on the number line. Like whole numbers and integer, we can represent fractions also on a number line. Consider the fraction 1 by 2. We know that for a number line, 0 is there. Then towards right, positive integers are there. Towards left, negative integers are there. Then consider the number 1 by 2. 1 by 2 means half. 1 by 2 means half, and we know that it is greater than 0 and less than 1. So the value will be between 0 and 1. Since it is half, we have to mark a midpoint in between 0 and 1. We have to take the midpoint of 0 and 1, and that point will represent 1 by 2 or half. 1 by 2 or half. So the length between 0 and 1 we divide into 2 equal parts. Is it? 2 equal parts, and this midpoint represent the fraction 1 by 2 or half. Next one is 1 by 3. How can we represent 1 by 3 on a number line? We have to divide the length between 0 and 1 into 3 equal parts and represent one part as 1 by 3. 1, 2, 3. We divide the length between 0 and 1 into 3 equal parts, and one part 1 by 3. Then, is it possible to represent 2 by 3 on this number line? 2 by 3 means 2 parts out of 3. 2 parts out of 3, and its value will be here. 2 by 3. 1, 2. 2 parts out of 3. Then what about 3 by 3? This point is 3 by 3. 3 by 3. What is the value of 3 by 3? 3 by 3 is 1. 3 by 3 is 1. Then next number 1 by 4. How can we represent 1 by 4 on a number line? Since the denominator is 4, we have to divide the length between 0 and 1 into 4 equal parts. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 equal parts. Then this part is 1 by 4. Then next one 2 by 4. Then this one 3 by 4. And this one 4 by 4. 4 by 4. 4 by 4 means 1. This way we can represent any number on any fraction on a number line. Next we are going to study about proper fractions, improper fraction and mixed fraction. First one, proper fractions. Fractions in which numerator is less than denominator are said to be proper fractions. Fractions in which numerator is less than denominator. Such type of fractions are known as proper fractions. Example, 3 by 4. What is the numerator? 3 is the numerator, 4 is the denominator. Numerator is less than denominator, so it is a proper fraction. Then next example, 1 by 2. Next one, 5 by 8. Then next one, improper fractions. Improper fractions. The fractions in which numerator is greater than denominator are said to be improper fractions. Fractions in which numerator is greater than denominator. Example, 7 by 3. 7 is the numerator, 3 is the denominator. Numerator is greater than denominator. Then next example, 11 by 3, 13 by 6, 17 by 4. These all are improper fractions. Next one, mixed fraction. Mixed fraction. A mixed fraction has a combination of a whole and a part. A mixed fraction has a combination of a whole and a part. Part means a fraction. Consider an example. Suppose if we want to take one whole and 1/4 of another whole, then the corresponding fraction is 1 plus 1/4 of another part. That means 1 by 4. Suppose if we want to take one whole and 1/4 of another whole, then the corresponding fraction is 1 plus 1 by 4. Then in short we can write it as 1 by 4. 1 1 by 4. And this is an example of a mixed fraction. It has a whole part and a fractional part. Here whole part is 1 and fractional part means 1 by 4. This is a mixed fraction. Then consider another mixed fraction 2 3 by 4. 2 3 by 4. 2 is the whole part, 3 by 4 is the fractional part. We can convert a mixed fraction to an improper fraction. We can convert a mixed fraction to an improper fraction. For that, we have to multiply. First, we have to multiply the whole and denominator. Whole into denominator. That means 2 into 4. Then add with the numerator. All divided by 4. 2 into 4 plus 3 all divided by the denominator. Whole into denominator plus numerator by denominator. Then what is the answer? 2 4s are 8. 8 plus 3. 8 plus 3 is 11. 11 by 4. This is same as 11 by 4. So we convert a mixed fraction to an improper fraction. Similarly, we can convert an improper fraction to a mixed fraction also. Consider an example. 17 by 4. This is an improper fraction. We can convert this improper fraction to a mixed fraction. For that, we have to divide the numbers. That means 17 by 4. 17 by 4. How many 4s are there in 17? 4 4s are 16. Then, so you have to take 4. 4 4s are 16. Subtracting 7 minus 6, 1. 1 is less than 4. So, we got quotient as 4, remainder as 1. To convert this improper fraction to a mixed fraction, first write the quotient. Then write the remainder divided by divisor. This 4 is the divisor. 4 1 by 4 is the corresponding mixed fraction. 4 1 by 4. If you multiply 4 and 4, 4 4s are 16. 16 plus 1, 17 by 4. You will get the same improper fraction. So, 4 1 by 4 is the corresponding mixed fraction of this improper fraction 17 by 4. So, what is the form? Quotient remainder by divisor. Quotient remainder by divisor. Now, we can solve some questions. First one, express the following as mixed fractions. First one, 27 by 5. 27 by 5. This is an improper fraction. We can convert to a mixed fraction. 27 by 5. 27 by 5. Then, how many 5s are there? In 27, 5 5s are 25. 5 5s are 25. Subtracting 7 minus 5 is 2. 2 is less than 5. We got remainder as 2, quotient as 5. Then we can write this improper fraction as, first to write the quotient, then write the remainder by divisor. So 5 2 by 5 is the corresponding mixed fraction. Next question, 7 by 3. We have to convert this to a mixed fraction. 7 by 3. 1 3s are 3, 2 3s are 6. So we have to take 2. 2 3s are 6. Subtracting 7 minus 6 is 1. We got remainder as 1, quotient as 2. Then this is equal to, first to write the quotient, then write the remainder by divisor. 2 1 by 3. 2 1 by 3 is the corresponding mixed fraction. Next question, express the following as improper fractions. Mixed fractions are given here. We have to convert them to improper fractions. First one, 7 3 by 4. 7 3 by 4. What is the step? Multiply 7 into 4. 7 into 4 plus the numerator 3 all divided by 4. What is 7 into 4? 7 into 4 plus 3 divided by 4. 7 4s are 28. 28 plus 3 by 4. 28 plus 3 is 31. 31 by 4 is the corresponding improper fraction. Next one, 2 5 by 6. 2 5 by 6. 2 into 6 plus 5 all divided by 6. 2 into 6 plus 5 all divided by 6. 2 6 are 12. 12 plus 5 by 6. What is 12 plus 5? 12 plus 5 is 17. 17 by 6 is the corresponding improper fraction. Next topic, equivalent fractions. Equivalent fractions. We already studied we can convert a fraction to its lowest term by dividing both numerator and denominator by the same number. That is also known as equivalent fraction. Consider an example, 12 by 15. 12 by 15. We have to convert this fraction to its lowest term, or we have to find the equivalent fraction. For that, we have to divide both numerator and denominator by same number. Is it possible to divide both numerator and denominator by 2? No. What about, so take any other number. What about 3? 12 is divisible by 3. 15 also divisible by 3. So divide both numerator and denominator by 3. 12 by 3 is 4. Then 15 by 3 is 5. So 4 by 5. There is no other common divisors. 4 by 5 is an equivalent fraction of 12 by 15. 4 by 5 is an equivalent fraction of 12 by 15. Consider another example, 4 by 6. We have to find an equivalent fraction. Divide numerator and denominator by same number. 4 is divisible by 2. 6 is also divisible by 2. 4 by 2 is 2. 6 by 2 is 3. 2 by 3 is an equivalent fraction of 4 by 6. Then 36 by 2. 36 by 2. 36 is divisible by 2. 72 also divisible by 2. 36 by 2 is 18. Then 72 by 2 is 36. 18 by 36 is an equivalent fraction of 36 by 72. Then we can find another equivalent fractions. 18 also divisible by 2. 36 also divisible by 2. 18 by 2 is 9. 36 by 2 is 18. Then 9 is divisible by 3. 18 also divisible by 3. Then 9 by 3 is 3. 18 by 3 is 6. 3 is divisible by 3. 6 is also divisible by 3. So we can find another equivalent fraction. 3 by 3 is 1. 6 by 3 is 2. So these are all fractions. That means 18 by 16, 9 by 18, 3 by 6, 1 by 2. These all are equivalent fractions of 36 by 72. These all are equivalent fractions. Then to find an equivalent fraction, we may divide both numerator and the denominator by the same number. Similarly, by multiplying both numerator and denominator by the same number, then also we can find equivalent fraction. Consider an example, 1 by 2. If we multiply both numerator and denominator by 3, we will get 1 into 3 by 2 into 3. 1 3s are 3 by 2 3s are 6. So 3 by 6 is also an equivalent fraction of 1 by 2. Then if we multiply both numerator and denominator by 4, then also we will get an equivalent fraction. 1 into 4 by 2 into 4. 1 4s are 4. 2 4s are 8. 4 by 8. 4 by 8 is an equivalent fraction of 1 by 2. To find an equivalent fraction of a given fraction, you may multiply both numerator and denominator of the given fraction by the same number. This way we can find equivalent fractions. Now we can go through one question. Find 3 equivalent fraction of each of the following. First one, 1 by 3. We have to find equivalent fraction. 3 equivalent fraction. Answer. First we have to multiply both numerator and denominator by 2. 1 by 3. That means 1 into 2 by 3 into 2. You can take any number. First 1 into 2 by 3 into 2. 1 2s are 2, 3 2s are 6. 2 by 6 is an equivalent fraction of 1 by 3. Then again another number. We can multiply both numerator and denominator by 3. 1 into 3 by 3 into 1 into 3 by 3 into 3. 1 3s are 3 by 3 into 3, 9. 3 by 9. This is also an equivalent fraction of 1 by 3. Then now we can take 4. 1 into 4 by 3 into 4. Multiplying both numerator and denominator by 4. 1 4s are 4, 3 4s are 12. Then 2 by 6, 3 by 9, 4 by 12 are the 3 equivalent fraction of 1 by 3. Consider the next number 3 by 5. You have to find 3 equivalent fractions. 3 by 5. First we can multiply with 2. 3 into 2 by 5 into 2. What is the answer? 3 2s are 6. 5 into 2. We have to multiply both numerator and denominator by the same number. 3 into 2 by 5 into 2. 5 2s are 10. So 6 by 10. Then next number 3. 3 into 3 by 5 into 3. 3 3s are 9. 5 3s are 15. 9 by 15. 6 by 10. 9 by 15. Both are equivalent fractions. One more. Multiply both numerator and denominator by 4. 3 into 4 by 5 into 4. 3 4s are 12 by 5 4s are 20. 12 by 20. This is also an equivalent fraction. Now, an interesting fact. The product of the numerator of the first and the denominator of the second is equal to the product of the numerator of the second and the denominator of the first. That means consider this number. We got 3 by 5 is equivalent to 6 by 10. 6 by 10 is an equivalent fraction of 3 by 5. Multiplying the numerator of the first with denominator of second, we will get 3 into 10. That is equal to 6 into 5. 6 into 5. That is the answer. 3 into 10 is 30. 6 5s are also 30. So, 3 into 10 is same as 5 into 6. That is the interesting fact. Next question. Find the equivalent fraction of 2 by 5 having numerator 6. We have to find equivalent fraction of 2 by 5 with the numerator 6. We know that 2 into 3 is 6. We have to make numerator 6. So, we have to multiply with the 3. We know that 2 into 3 is 6. This means we need to multiply both numerator and denominator by 3 to get the equivalent fraction. So, 2 by 5 is equal to 2 into 3 by 5 into 3. 2 3s are 6, 6 by 15. 5 3s are 15. 6 by 15 is the answer. Next question. Replace the blank space in each of the following by correct number. First one, 2 by 7. 2 by 7 is equal to 8 by dash. That number is missing. We have to find the missing number. 2 by 7 is equal to 8 by some number. 2 into which number is 8? 2 into 4 is 8. 2 into 4 is 8. So, to get the missing number, we have to multiply 7 also with the 4. We know that 2 4s are 8. 2 into 4 is 8. So, 2 by 7 is equal to 2 into 4 by 7 into 4. 2 4s are 8 by 7 4s are 28. So, the missing number is 28. Next question, 18 by 24 is equal to dash by 4. Numerator is missing. Then 24 is given, 4 is also given. Then we know that 24 by 6 is 4. 24 by 6 is 4. So, we have to divide 18 also by 6. 18 by 6 is the numerator. What is 18 by 6? 18 by 6 is 3. 3 6 are 18. So, 18 by 6 is 3. So, the missing number is 3. 18 by 24 is equal to 3 by 4. Next one, note. First point, a fraction is said to be in the simplest or lowest form if its numerator and denominator have no common factor except 1. A fraction is said to be in the simplest or the lowest form if it has no if its numerator and denominator have no common factor except 1. Consider an example. Write the simplest form of 36 by 54. 36 by 54. To get the simplest form, we have to divide both numerator and denominator by the same number. 36 is divisible by 2. 54 also divisible by 2. 36 by 2 is 18. 54 by 2 is 27. Then again we can convert this to its lowest term. Then 18 is divisible by 3. 27 also divisible by 3. But 18 is divisible by 9. 27 also divisible by 9. So, it is better to take 9 than 3 to get the simplest form. 18 by 9, 27 by 9. 18 by 9 is 2. Then 27 by 9 is 3. 2 by 3 is the simplest form. There is no other common factors. 2 by 3 is the simplest form. Next point, the HCF also help us to reduce a fraction to its lowest term. The HCF, highest common factor, also help us to reduce a fraction to its lowest term. For example, consider the number 36 by 24. HCF of 36 and 24 is 12. So, if you divide both numerator and denominator by the HCF, that means with 12, you will get the simplest form. 36 by 12 is 3. 24 by 12 is 2. 3 by 2 is the simplest form. The fraction 3 by 2 is in the lowest term.